Welcome back. I'm Brooke Baldwin, and you're watching CNN. The CEO of Apple will host a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton tonight in Silicon Valley, and each person invited to attend is being asked to contribute as much as $50,000 each. The Clinton campaign has also raised more than $3 million at a fundraiser hosted by these two. Can you see the photo from this little booth they obviously sat at, Justin Timberlake and his wife Jessica Biel. But behind the scenes, Hillary Clinton and her campaign are reportedly also trying to woo Mitt Romney donors to her team as well. So let's talk to Ryan Williams. He's a former spokesman for Governor Romney, Governors both Romney and Sununu, and also John Stubbs is the founder of R4C16, a group of Republicans supporting Clinton. He was also the former senior advisor to George W. Bush during his administration. So, gentlemen, wonderful having both of you on. And Ryan, let me just ask you first. I understand you saw Romney, just 2 weeks ago at a fundraiser for in New Hampshire for Kelly Ayotte, and we know that he's been quite outspoken on his thoughts on Trump. He would never write Hillary Clinton a check, would he?
No, I don't think so. Governor Romney's made it very clear he does not like Hillary Clinton, does not think that she would be a good president, doesn't think Trump would be either. I think the governor's focus now is on helping down-ballot races, our candidates running for Senate, for governor, for Congress, helping them get elected and re-elected this fall. I think that's where he's going to put his energy, and I'm not sure what he'll do in the general election for president.
But what about his donors?
Well, look, I think there are some donors that are supporting Clinton, people like Meg Whitman and others. I think that that's a small number, but I think that some of the big donors are unhappy with Trump right now. They're probably just going to stay out of it in general, but there are some that are so appalled by what Trump has done that I think that they'll go with Clinton. I don't think you're going to find too many of them, but there will be a handful.
John, fair to call you an unhappy Republican this voting cycle?
Well, I think like many Republicans, millions, frankly, around the country who cannot support Mr. Trump, there is a bit of this feeling of being lost in the wilderness. Many of the people that we talk to and that have reached out to us over the last few weeks are going through this journey of how they could potentially vote for Secretary Clinton. And that's a unique place for many of these Republicans.
It's interesting you use the word journey, like this is some sort of, deep-seated sort of psychological arc in which you finally, you've arrived at this place and you've now co-founded this group. But let me just, since we don't have a Trump supporter, let me just say this. You have Kellyanne Conway, who is loved and respected by many Republicans. She's, the campaign manager. He has talked about regrets in the last week. He says he is now really working to woo both African American and Hispanic voters. Softening a stance on immigration. Is there anything that I'm saying that might change your mind, John?
No, absolutely not. I think Trump has demonstrated throughout the course of this campaign cycle, throughout the course of his life, that he does not have the temperament, the patience, or the judgment to be president of the United States. It's clear that Secretary Clinton is a better option. I could not agree more with the previous comment that Republicans, I think, who are going to raise money for Secretary Clinton are few and far between. What we are instructing people to do and the conversations that we are having are about how to support down-ballot senators and representatives who are currently at risk. If Republicans really want to get engaged in this election, the New York Times has it at 60% chance now that Republicans are going to lose the Senate. It's time for Republicans to rally around the strong leaders that we have in the Senate, Senators Rob Portman, Marco Rubio, Kelly Ayotte, Senator McCain, many others who are going to be more critical than ever in a Clinton administration if that's what we're looking at in November 2016.